Benvenuto, buon pomeriggio. Benvenuto alla Coffee Company. We are back. Welcome back to your place of chill that is the Coffee Company. We're not here with Brian today, unfortunately, but we will be joined by Mr. Kauffie and possibly Mr. Bobby when Bobby is back home and when Mr. Kaufie's delivery has been made. So we are going to have a nice chill session and we're going to do something which I've been wanting to do for a really long time, and that is finally pick an Italian team for me to support other than the misery that is Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. So this will be a show and this will be a continuing series on the Coffee Company. And we will, if we get the chance to do a weekly Serie A show where we break down our new team, what happened with our new team. So before we do that, we're going to have a good talk about Italian football for the first bit of the show, and we're going to remind ourselves of the greats of Italian football. And we're going to have a good time and just have a laugh. And that's all it is, really. And that's what we're going to do. So let's see who's in the audience today to take us through the show. We got Mr. Colin Cross saying bon pomeriggio. And he also says, Achad Sarim Tovim. I don't necessarily think that's right, but good to hear. Good to hear. Good to hear. We have Ian Ferguson saying, morning all, who are we picking for this team? I'll take you through how we're going to do it this afternoon. But welcome back, Ian, YouTube member. Good to see you. Well, it's Bobby K. It's Bobby K. It's Bobby K. Big up, mate. Bobby might be joining us. He said he could join us. Let's see if he does. He's doing something, doing some shopping. We got Andrew Gregory, YouTube member. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. Hopefully you are well. We have the number one Agon bar in the world. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. We got Phil P. Woo! Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. We have Tom81, YouTube member. Good to see you. Good afternoon, everyone. Love. Tune, absolutely. The Italian. I love the Italian. It's like this is one of the only national anthems other than the British national anthem, which I know off by heart. But Forza, Forza, Forza. We got Shamtan, Viva Italiano, to Ben Giovanni. I really like that, actually. Ben Giovanni. We have Drew La is in the house. Morning, Benny, Bobby K, when they decide to shop. And big up, chat. Good to see you. Cooper's better than Dago anyway. It's all personal opinion. Ian saying, this is great. I need something to distract me from Tottenham and Hertha Berlin. Ha. Yeah, absolutely. We've got Ryan McFarlane. Good to say. Big up, Ben. Mine is and always has been Parma. That 98-99 team that won the UEFA Cup was brilliant. So here's how the show is going to go. When Kauffie arrives, what we're going to do for the first half an hour of the show is we're going to talk about Italian teams from the past. I've got some teams that we can all talk about, and we can talk about the beauty of some Italian teams, the players, how good Serie A was in the 90s in particular, how good Serie A was. And it's a good one. But the way we're going to do things, let's remove that. We can hide that. We can share the screen. Here we go. This is how we're going to do it. I have made this spinny wheel. With all the teams that we want to support in Serie A. Of course, there are some teams that I have removed for personal reasons, or team I've removed for personal reasons. If you're looking at the spinning wheel, you can probably see which one, but I won't mention it. But there we've got this spinny wheel that is, of course, very corrupt, just like Italian football. So we will do this spinny wheel, and the team it lands on will be our new Italian team. We will do a best of whatever team we want. So we have, of course, Juventus, Milan, the newly promoted Como, Lecce, Roma, Udinese, Torino, Atalanta, Empoli, Genoa, Cagliari, Of course, the newly promoted Parma, the legendary Parma that was in the 90s, with players like Buffon. Some of those, but we'll talk about the players that played for so Napoli, who are going to have possibly Antonio Conte being the manager next year, and they ever have agreed a contract, which is bizarre, really, because from all intents and purposes, Napoli and Antonio Conte didn't have a good relationship. So, and so that's going to happen. Hellas Verona, Inter Milan, Fiorentina. I love Fiorentina. So commiserations to Fiorentina for losing the final the other day against, or yesterday even, against Olympiacos. But it happens. Monza, who is a team, of course, owned by the Mr. Bunga Bunga himself. Bologna, and that's it. So yeah, it's very skewed in the favour of certain teams, because I think it would be better for us to support a bigger team, because we might actually have a chance of winning something. Glory hunting is allowed. Glory hunting is allowed on this channel, because we all want a bit of glory. The game is about glory. We got Ian Barron. Good to see you. Good night. Hope you're well. Hope you have a great day. Looks like an F1 one. We're not doing F1, unfortunately. F1 bores me, especially that race at the weekend. Beyond Jovedi. Good morning, Jason Bell. YouTube member, shouldn't there be a toxic logo in the corner or something? Well, toxic alert is completely off the table today. It is off the table. I see what you did there, but do you mean by the team or Juventus? The GOAT, John Charles. Sorry, Ben. No problem, Coos. Was Lazio for me, just for Cuba. Was Lazio... you probably realised the reason that particular team is not there. To be honest, I'm using this excuse to get more kits. If you want to follow us in, if you want to... what was it? Where's Lazio? You probably know. I have an Inter shirt with Ronaldo on the back. Late 80s Milan team was... brilliant. Yes, it was. That final last night was an awful watch. Yes, it was. It was dreadful. It was a dreadful final. But let's remove the spinning wheel. AC and Inter Milan, absolute legendary football teams. And let's remove that. And we've got some things. We have 9 teams that we've prepared. To start off with, and we will we'll start with obviously Juventus. Juventus are probably the most known Italian team of the modern era in terms of league finishes, because they won 9 league titles in a row, 9 or 10 league titles in a row. Started by, of course, the Antonio Conte team, with players like Paul Pogba and Andrea Pirlo, and it's just, but Juventus, what a legendary team. Of course, being relegated in the early 2000s due to corruption charges, but of course came back with an even stronger team and reasserted their dominance as one of the biggest teams in Italy. Probably the most league finishing. I think that Juventus have won the most league titles in Italy, from what I remember. Talk about, everyone, your favourite players that have ever played for Juventus. Favourite players that have ever played for Juventus. Mine is probably Andrea Pirlo. Andrea Pirlo was just a magician. Watching Andrea Pirlo play football was it was an art form. The way he would just slow the game down. Everything was like... It's one of the reasons I love Rodri as a football player. Because everything revolved around... let's not knock that over. Everything revolved around Andrea Pirlo. Like, it didn't necessarily have the speed. He didn't have the work ethic. But what he did have was class. He's a very old school football player. The position that's like... He made the register role his own, sitting behind that 4 in midfield and just dictating a play like the Paul Scholeses of the world did. But Pirlo was his own... Juve, just a team, and that is known as the old lady. It's not bad. Of course, Juventus being from Turin. I loved one of the Juventus stadium was one of the lovely stadiums. It was probably the best Italian stadium I've been to, especially after going to the San Siro recently with Spurs, and it was absolutely shocking. Absolutely shocking. John Charles, before your time, then, has legendary status at that. So many good players have played for Juventus. So many good players. Like, ridiculous. Pirlo was unbelievable. It's one of my favourite players ever. He's one of my top 10 players, I think, that I have ever watched. There's absolute world class. Alessandro Del Piero, another one. Another just world-class players. Players like Zinedine Zidane made their trade at Juventus as well. Thierry Henry played for Juventus for one point, but that was before he really... I believe, yeah. Marcus Thuram was class. Marcus Thuram. Baggio. I mean, and then you could... like, one of the things that I loved about Juventus was they always had good defenders. Like the trio of Chiellini, Bonucci, and Barzagli. Like, unbelievable trio. Unbelievable trio. It was a wall. It was just a wall in front of the defence the entire time. Ian Rush played there. So many greats. I took the kids to watch. So many. I've had the pleasure of speaking with Mr. Capello multiple times, and of course, Mr. Capello was the manager of Juventus years ago, and he had a class team there. As part of Antonio Conte, another top, the pitbull. Like, he was sort of Gattuso before Gattuso was even a thing. Like, similar style of player. Lee Smithy Smith, alla grande, my peeps, alla grande. Which club has the best pizzeria just outside the stadium? That's my criteria. That's a good one, to be honest. That's a good one. Trezeguet was another one. Paolo Rossi. So many players to go through. But we'll go to the next team. Inter Milan. It's another one. Inter Milan, how many good players played for Inter Milan? Like, most notable team I remember for Inter Milan was that Mourinho team that won the treble. Was just players like Samuel Eto'o. When the words that he said when he was like, I would play like that for Mourinho, but not for you. Samuel Eto'o, class player. Inter Milan players currently, Lautaro Martinez, absolutely ripping up trees. Not a player. Buffon's another one. Buffon is another one that played for Juventus and was just Buffon. Possibly one of the best goalkeepers of all time. Definitely in the top 5. Absolutely class goalkeeper. Corruption is the history de Juventus, not bitter. Absolutely. I'd be bitter as well. But the problem is, beyond 72, he was correct. It is the history de Tottenham. Players that played for Inter Milan. Clarence Seedorf. The R9, the real Ronaldo. Of course, he played for both AC Milan and Inter Milan. The GOAT. The GOAT. What a footballer this man was. What a footballer the original Ronaldo was just a genius. So many great players that played in Italy. Players like Ronaldo, Batistuta, Vieri, Sara, Zamorano. Ronaldo, greatest of all time. Klinsmann and Ronaldo too. Zanetti was fantastic. Oi, gorgeous. What's your name? My name is Nicola Berti. Yeah, Nicola Berti. My guy, Nicola Berti. Players that play for Inter Milan. They've got so many good ones. We've been on the better end of Inter Milan and Tottenham in the last few years. Even going back to that Champions League game with Christian Eriksen scoring the winning goal in a 2-1 win at Wembley. Gareth Bale, his moments against Inter Milan. in the San Siro. Long time. Ibrahimovic played for Inter Milan. Couldn't believe we signed him. Yep. Nicola Berti. What a guy. But let's move on. We have AC Milan. This is the moment you mention the word AC Milan, you know the word Paolo Maldini. Maldini. What a guy. Yes, he played for AC Milan, not Inter Milan. AC Milan, yep. AC taxi for Mike on. Never mind. Clarence Seedorf played for AC Milan as well. Ibrahimovic played for them as well. Iggy's favourite team. No, played for Inter. Of course, my brother is here in the studio. And he is following the rules as well. Jimmy Greaves. End of. Jimmy Greaves. Of course, that's what happened. He wanted to get out of AC Milan, and then Bill Nicholson met him in a service station on. Was it the service station on the M1? He met him in the bathroom and said, "You're playing for Tottenham, mate." Of course, in a northern accent, because I can't do a Yorkshire accent because that would just be offensive. AC Milan will always be up there with for my idol. Jimmy Greaves falling out with the owner and allowing Spurs to pounce. Absolutely, Ronaldinho, one of my favourite. Yeah, Ronaldinho. AC Milan defence that blew the 3-0 lead against Liverpool still shocks me. They had the greats Nesta, Stam, Maldini and Cafu. That was a team. Kaka in that team was like when you Kaka, that was Ancelotti was going to leave AC Milan. And as soon as he saw they signed Kaka, he saw him in training and said, "No, I'm staying here another 2 years because I've got to coach this player." When he absolutely wrecked that Manchester United team, Jimmy Greaves. You mentioned AC Milan, you mentioned Jimmy Greaves. Hi, Leo. Good to see you. Van Basten, Shevchenko, Kaka, Baresi, Costa Curta. That 90s Milan team was class, yes. That's a class team. Absolutely brilliant. And now we're going to move up. Napoli, again, is another one of those teams. You mentioned the word Napoli. There's only one player you can mention, and of course, that is Diego Maradona. The stadium's now named after him. But Napoli 2 years ago was the first team to win the Serie A in donkey's years since the likes of Diego Maradona. And it looks like Napoli next year are going to appoint a Mr. Antonio Conte to be the manager next season, which is a very interesting one. It's going to be a very interesting one if he goes there, because in my opinion, the moment Antonio Conte goes to Napoli, they lose everything. No, they're going to win everything. Because there's one thing that Antonio Conte does, and that's win, except at one football club. Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. Won everything everywhere except for Tottenham. So don't be surprised if you see a couple of his favourite Tottenham players, his favourites, go to Napoli in the next couple of years. Of course, we're naming Ellie's favourite player, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. Don't be surprised if he goes there. Don't be surprised if Dejan Kulusevski goes there. If Ange Postecoglou doesn't want him. And of course, we've mentioned Ellie, so we have to play this video.
I still love you.
Always a brilliant video. First Napoli title for over 30 years. Conte sucks anyway. Lol. Maradona my ass. Cheating person. Yeah, it wasn't exactly the cleanest player in the world by any stretch of the imagination, but scored the greatest goal in a World Cup ever against England before the hand of God instant. That's what he did. Next team we're going for on the list is Fiorentina, which is, of course, known for one particular player. You've got Roberto Baggio, And, of course, Batistuta played for Fiorentina in that famous purple kit with the Nintendo sponsor. In my opinion, one of the greatest football kits of all time, and so good. We're actually going to bring it up on the screen. Fiorentina Nintendo kit. If we can get a picture of it. There we go. There we go. Actually, let's save the picture.
Excellent pizzas as well.
What, in Florence?
No, Fiorentina.
Oh, it is. Except Pizza Express sucks though. But yes, it's also a very good steak.
It's also the only town that doesn't know what it's called.
Yes, Firenze. So
Why does it have two names?
It's because we anglicise everything. Because Fiorentina is the region. Firenze is the name of the city. It's got the most beautiful bridge in the world as well. The famous, the Ponte Vecchia.
Effing hot there. And the traffic wardens are armed, which is a bit odd.
It is. It's very odd. That is true. A
parking ticket, you get banged out with a 9 mil.
Yeah. It's like being in Texas.
It was. At least you understand why you get shot in Texas. Fucky pack, your alpha.
No.
What? Speaking Italian?
Behave yourself. Can we find that picture? No, where did that picture go? For God's sake, where is that picture? But of course, Batistuta is the player there. Felt for them last night, was getting Spursy vibes. Lovely kits, playing the better football, but bottled all their chances. It's a great stadium as well, the Stadio Franchi. It's a great stadium, but it is a bit of a dump. It is a massive dump. Batistuta, that Fila kit. Saw Maradona in a Spurs shirt, lived up to the hype. Conte going to Napoli in the shadow. Vesuvius, another eruption. Oh, God. Kuva. What's happening, mate?
Sorry about that, mate. They pushed back the delivery time, so kept you waiting a bit there.
No problem, mate.
I see you've been talking everybody through the rigged wheel. I mean, the
absolutely the rigged wheel. It wouldn't be Italy without a rigged wheel, would it?
This is true. Should we go for the first team and then immediately dismiss them because they've been relegated?
Yes, except there are no relegated teams. We'll bring up the wheel for you, Kauffie, so you can see it. Latonia, Rui Costa as well. Vlahovic played for Fiorentina recently.
I do love Fiorentina.
I'm going to bring up my favourite different Tottenham shirt of all time right here. It's just the greatest kit of all time, that kit. The Nintendo, the purple, the Fila badges down. That is, I think, my favourite football kit ever. Two favourite football kits are the Tottenham Holston kit and the Tottenham Hoddle kit with the Hummel and the chevrons on it.
Yeah.
That is up there with that. Just the
it is, isn't it? It's literally made ready to convert to games consoles.
Yeah. It's just purple and red always go together. We got Auntie Kate's in the house saying good afternoon, Benny and Kiva. Good to see you, Auntie Kate. But we'll go through some of the teams. We'll go for some of your Juventus, Kuva. Favourite player to ever play for Juventus?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
We'll go through it because we're going through the legendary players that play for this team and why that might be a reason that we support them. So Juventus, the Zidanes, the Trezeguets.
Well, Zidane's a reason alone, isn't it? And what a player he was.
Yeah, Edgar Davids with the glasses. Like, legendary.
Probably at his best at that point, wasn't he?
Yeah. Del Piero.
I think Roberto Baggio, was he Juve?
Baggio played for Fiorentina, then he played for Juventus.
I was just thinking that. I remember him at Fiorentina. I know he went somewhere else and I forgot where it was. Of course it was Juve. Of course, it's always going to be Juve. Yeah, I don't know. Best ever. That's a really tough call.
Well, your favourite, it's so difficult to name your favourite players for these teams because they're steeped in magic and history, a lot of these Italian teams.
The trouble is, being Spurs part that it's easy to think of who my favourite player is because I always know it. It's always going to be that struggle I have between Hoddle and Gascoigne. But with Juve, no, it is just star-studded history, isn't it? It's like Real Madrid's greatest player.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to go historically or just who I've seen?
Hugo Sanchez. For anyone that
what
played,
a player he was.
Yeah.
He scored about 1 billion goals in 3 seasons.
Yeah. Classic 11 on FIFA, and Hugo Sanchez was like a 99, and he just scored like 50 goals a match. Just epic footballer.
Trouble is, I think when I was following Italian football at its peak for me, I was probably more interested in Milan when they had like Ruud Gullit and Van Basten Van Basten. Oh my God, what a striker that was.
Yeah.
So kind of like Juve didn't matter as much to me, although obviously they are the big team, really, aren't they?
Yeah,
they're the sort of Man United
league finishes, but of course the big team is AC Milan with the 7 Champions Leagues, Pirlo.
That's unreal, isn't it?
Yeah,
Zambrotta. How is it you don't think of AC Milan so much with Champions League? You always think Real Madrid.
Yeah, for me, there are 3 teams the 2 teams you think about when you talk about Champions League are Real Madrid and AC Milan, because just fantastic. Shevchenko. Like a lot of people.
Yeah, another deadly, wasn't he? Till he went to Chelsea.
Yeah. Cuva Petroni, hope you're well, mate. Hope you're well.
Big up, mate.
The Inter Milan, some brilliant players play for Inter Milan as well. That Mourinho team with Zanetti and Samuel Eto'o. And one of Samuel Eto'o's most famous quotes when he played for Pep Guardiola, like when Pep wanted him to play left wing, and Eto'o went, "I will only do that for Jose Mourinho. I will not do it for you."
Who was it that God, why am I'm half awake still? I can't even think of names.
Yeah.
Bloody Brazilian bag of tricks. He's one of my favourite ever players. Went over to Italy after Barcelona.
Ooh.
Ronaldinho.
Ronaldinho went to AC Milan,
It was AC Milan, I
Yeah.
always keep forgetting which some certain players go to. Really difficult having both Inter and AC Milan. Same stadium and everything. And
that's the thing in Italy. That is a lot of teams play in the same stadium because the council owns the stadium.
Yeah.
It's one
it works. It works, doesn't it?
It works.
Yeah.
But what's happening at the moment is AC Milan and Inter, because they're financially on their arses, whereas like Juventus are as well, but Juventus can recoup that money back because they own their own stadium. So what's happening at the moment is they are building a new stadium for both Inter Milan and AC Milan, and they're owning their own stadium, the 2 of them, and they're going to put the money together, which is quite nice, really. Even though
it's sad regret for me, I've never got to see the San Siro.
I think it's still going to be open for another cup, but when I went,
I'm not going to get there though.
When I went to San Siro, it is a dump now. Like, it's so bad. If you're in the away end, it's been used because the last time the San Siro was painted was Italia 90. That was the last time it was painted inside. So you're walking up the steps so high up, and there's no paint left on the steps, and you're slipping over because the amount of people. The people that walked up.
They've decided they're not going to demolish the San Siro.
They're not demolishing it, but they're not going to play in it anymore. So the city are going to do something with it, but the teams won't be there anymore. So, like, literally, like a stone erodes in the wind, the steps have eroded away because so many people walked up those steps. That it's about time they did it. Kaka as well. What a footballer this man was.
Yeah.
What a footballer. That AC Milan team that demolished Manchester United. They annihilated them.
That's the trouble again. I'm having thinking of Inter Milan players, and I keep thinking of one. Oh no, wait, that was AC, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a lot of players between the 2 of them. Like Clarence Seedorf played for all 3. He played for Juventus, he played for Inter, and he played for AC Milan. Most notably for AC Milan.
That can't happen too often.
No,
play for all 3 of them.
Yeah, Balotelli.
Oh, Balotelli.
I love Balotelli.
Well, when he was in Italy, I saw it. I saw what the fuss was about. It was fun, but it was weird when he was over at City. That's for sure. Sophie's just said one of my all-time favourite players.
Luther Blissett went to Milan, and when they thought they were getting John Barnes, that's another one. Last time San Siro was painted for Italian United, it cost 3 tenors. Christian Verri from the Hotspur Herd. Good to see you, Dan. Hopefully you're well, mate. Hopefully you're well. This is a subject for Dan today because he's another person that loves Italian football. But for Atalanta,
I'm really out of touch with it nowadays. I must admit. Like I said, I watched it when it was like Hullet, Van Basten, and
that is the point of this season, Kuva. Because we're so upset with Tottenham, we're going to find a new team to bond with, and we're going to watch them.
I want to find a new era. I want to go back. I want to go back and be a Spurs fan in the 1960s. No, sorry, go even further back. 1950 would be good.
Start doing watch-alongs of 50s games.
Tried that. That always gets copyrighted.
Yeah. Atalanta's a new team that's on the block in terms of they've won their first trophy this year under Gianpiero Gasparini. I love this man's football.
This is my idea of how to play football. Is swashbuckling on the front foot all the time. Attack.
Yeah, 3 defenders. Everyone else attacks. I love that style of football.
This is the trouble. Is why I got so disheartened about what's happened with Ange, because it's the kind of football I was expecting to get, and it's just not happened.
Yeah. Walter Samuel as well. Atalanta had Pizzani and Bianchi. Yep. Zlatan played for all 3 teams, Inter, AC, and he did. It happens. Adriano had so much potential. I get to watch so many Serie A courtesy of the Prince boys. It's a good one. Yeah. But that was great to see Gasparini win. And it proves you can win at top-level football, playing ultra-attacking football. 3 defenders.
And look at their opponents as well.
Team that didn't lose.
Unfashionable team taken to the top by just playing some good football. Who would have thought that's possible?
Who would have thought? I'm watching a goal scored by Bergvall where he gets the ball. We're not talking about Bergvall, but he does look like a really good player.
He does.
He does look like a really good player. Parma. They are back in the Serie A this year.
I like the ham.
Yeah. But, of course, this is the start. A lot of great players played for Parma. I mean, Buffon started his career and ended his career there. Everyone in the chat, bring up your favourite.
He's probably still playing.
He was so good. Even at 42, he was that good. Yeah. Cheese. I do like cheese.
Parmesan cheese,
Yeah. It's a different region of Italy.
It is, but it's close enough.
Totally different region of Italy.
I don't follow it enough. I can't sort of roll out a load of players that played for Parma. I just can't. I'd have to look it up.
Parma, greatest players. Let's have a look. Let's bring it up.
Shall I look it up as well and pretend I knew all along?
I'm bringing it up. Cannavaro, Lilian Thuram, Hernan Crespo, Buffon, Zola, Juan Sebastian Veron when he was good. Some Adriano played there as well. Some great players have played for Parma. Mutu before he started doing the sniffy. Buffon, Crespo, Cannavaro.
He was good. He was very good at one point, wasn't he, Mutu?
He was very good, but then he never played football again. Chiesa, Dino, Baggio. Some brilliant players played for Parma.
I really do like Chiesa.
Asprilla, other teams. Roma, the last time they won Serie A was 2001 under Fabio Capello. And, of course, Batistuta up front. And, of course, one of my favourite players of all time, Francesco Totti, a proper...
great player, yeah.
I remember when Roma played Manchester City, a lot of people said that Totti was too old and he scored like a 30-yard screamer against them. He's like... He didn't play for Roma.
Oh, it's not Parma.
Ancelotti, but Totti. You can't speak of Roma without speaking about Totti. He's the emperor. Fausto Asprilla, Parma Violets, Totti goal, Batty goal. Batistuta was a hell of a player. He was a hell of a player.
Where was he from?
Argentina. The angel of death, they called him.
Yeah.
You know a footballer's great when they... Eric Lamela. Federico Fazio.
Oh, my God. To be fair, Fazio was always going to do well in leagues like Italy or Spain.
Yeah.
It's when it's high octane, sort of, really fast intensity like he got in the Premier League, he struggles.
He was never going to work.
Yeah.
Chris Smalling went to Roma and he's been doing really well there.
Yeah.
Yep, he went to Roma as well. Ashley Cole, he went to Roma and it had the legendary photo of him standing at the side. Yeah, there we go. Histo, Stojkovic at Parma. Stojkovic was a good player. Gabriel Battista. Totti is Roma. He really was.
Yeah.
So many. Any other teams we can mention, Kumba, before we go to the draw and we see how corrupt it is? And
Torino.
They
just want to. I kind of like these clubs, sort of Fiorentina, Torino, Cagliari. Cagliari. The teams that you don't expect to win anything, but it's good to sort of back them and just hope for that sort of Leicester moment in the club's history.
Yeah.
So I'm into that. Besides, it's nice to then follow a club that doesn't have high expectations that always fails. They just have low expectations and just
they have no expectations. But what they have is they have togetherness and they've got a sense of well-being. They've got hope, unlike us who are hopeless.
But they keep trying for higher. They keep trying to improve themselves.
They always try.
They don't settle for fifth.
Yeah. We got Mr. Box Office who's in the house. So that was proper quality in the 90s. Yeah. The Italian was. Pellegrini. We got Ronaldo played there. Ronaldo was
arguably one of the greatest players ever.
Yeah. If he didn't have his injuries, he'd be up there with Messi, in my opinion. Like
he was awesome even after injuries, but before, oh my God, different level.
The speed.
Mido.
Yeah, Mido. Dennis Law played for Torino. He did.
Yeah, that's true.
Udinese, perfect. Cuba. Sampdoria is a legendary team. Of course, they had Harry Winks not long ago, and then they got relegated because they had Harry Winks. Who would have thought? Got to find the Leicester City of Italy.
Sampdoria. Graham Souness went there as well, if I remember.
Yeah, he did. Lazio, the Gaza connection. We will not be supporting Lazio. They have a stadium full of fans.
It's a shame Gaza went there, isn't it? If he went
I know, we do. Lazio, goal.
I wish Gaza had gone to a Napoli or someone like that instead.
Oh, if Gaza went to Napoli, he would be up there.
Yeah.
Giorgio Hinagli played for Swansea, moved to Cagliari. Clint Eastwood drove a Gran Torino. He did.
1972 Gran Torino.
Kuva mentions greatest players, someone that posted Nikola. I love Milinkovic as a player. He's a top player. Milinkovic is great.
There's very few players that meet the criteria for cult player more than Mido.
Yeah, he's so bad. He was so bad. First year he was really good.
He could be so good. He just wasn't.
Yeah, he was actually all right in his first year, but he did the Samson and cut his hair off and lost all his power. The moment he came back bald, it was the end of him.
I bet he could have packed a bit of pasta in as well.
Yeah. But here we go. We might as well get on to it. Let's show everyone the wheel of corruption, as I'm going to call it. The wheel of corruption window. I actually need to bring it up. Here we go. There we go. The wheel of corruption. Here it is. Of course, I've got all these teams from Fiorentina to Monza to Bologna. This is corrupt. Just like Italian football, this is a corrupt wheel because we want a team that might actually win something.
I thought you were going to have Juve with about 80% of the wheel.
I thought about it, Kuba. I thought about it. The wheel of corruption is here.
And any that you particularly wouldn't like, so wouldn't be happy with?
Any of the tiny teams, but I would actually quite like, if it was a Cagliari, I would like a Cagliari because I've got a connection with loads of Sardinians, and I went to Sardinia last year. I've got loads of Sardinia friends. Como. Genoa's a team.
They're always politely there making up the numbers, aren't they?
Yeah.
It'll be good to be following them when they have a sudden great season, wouldn't it?
Yeah, Bologna's another team. Bologna did really well this year, but unfortunately they're going to lose their manager to Juventus, which is a massive shame because they're starting to build under Thiago Motta, and they've pinched him. But if you get Como, that would be hilarious. Of course, Como is managed by Cesc Fabregas, but that's a beautiful stadium.
Is he?
He's the manager of Como.
Wow.
And they got promoted this year. They play decent football. They do, Como.
To be fair to Fabregas, he's just picked the wrong teams to play in his career. Yeah. That's all.
I'm going to show you Como Stadium. It's one of the most beautiful stadiums, but it's also a bit of a dump. It's amazing. Here's a picture of Como Stadium.
Dump in the world.
It's right on the Italian lakes.
Yeah.
Like, even if you don't go and watch the football, at least you can get some nice dinner, bowl of pasta, sit and watch the lake.
Yeah, but we've got Forest and Notts County. They've got a river between them.
Yeah, but that's a terrible river. That's Lake Como.
Yeah, but it's the sort of Nottingham version of Italy, isn't it?
It's exactly the same, except in every single way.
Except the Italian style doesn't have people in wheelie bins floating down there.
We got Genoa, the Spence connection. Yep, Jed Spence is there. Get your protection money. If you get Como, it'd be hilarious. Got to be Juve in it. Tom's laughing at our wheel of corruption. Did we mention Shevchenko at AC Milan? Yes, we did. Shevchenko was another player. Juve with their Notts County connection. Of course it was. That's the reason they played in pink.
Ben? You know what, Ben? To be fair, you should put Lazio in there, but you do have the option to reject them instantly if it lands on them.
Okay, I'll do it. We can do that.
Because it appears fair then, even though it isn't.
All right, we'll do it.
That'll be proper corruption. You've got to try and cover your tracks.
Oh, yeah, we can do that. See, we've added Lazio. You can't say...
What was AC Milan that was owned by an English person?
No, Milan was founded itself by Garibaldi, which is why they've got the English flag. And Garibaldi was the guy...
Garibaldi is a biscuit maker.
Of course, as well. But he was the guy that unified Italy, which is why loads of counties in Italy have the St. George's Cross, was because of Garibaldi.
Did he have hair or was he a slaphead?
No. So he was just a biscuit.
So Garibaldi.
We got Ryan saying Bomba. If the year was 1967, that would be Palace. Yeah, that's beautiful. Como Tourism Board with the Nottingham of Italy.
Definitely.
Who is the Italian version of Daniel Levy?
The guy that owns Napoli. De Laurentiis.
So if the spin doesn't go the way we want it, what are we going to do? VAR?
Yeah, we're going to be Vieiraro. And we're going to say no. Are you ready to go, everyone? I want everyone in the chat. Who do you want? Kuva and I, and Brian, because Brian's going to... We are doing this against Brian's will. He was supposed to turn up. He's not here, so we're dragging him against his will.
Well, see, then if we're doing the real wheel of corruption, then we'll do it. We'll lock in the vote, but then we'll ask Brian. And if he doesn't like it, we'll do it again.
Yeah. It's the wheel of corruption. Who would everyone...
It's locked in unless it isn't.
Yeah. Who would you like to get, Kuva?
I would be happy with Torino, Atalanta, Empoli, Genoa, Cagliari, Parma,
Which is the most Tottenham-esque Italian football team?
Oh, what is the most Tottenham-esque Italian team? Juventus getting to finals and losing.
No, they win stuff.
They win stuff though.
Ooh.
I'd say Roma.
Fiorentina.
Yeah,
a lot, but there's nothing there.
It's got to be somebody that's big enough that should be winning things, but just doesn't. Roma does fit, doesn't it?
Roma fits. Let's see what people say. Roma, Juventus, Parma. Ryan wants Parma as well. I predict it's going to be Atalanta. I wouldn't be mad if it was Atalanta. Roma.
Yeah,
the real wheel of corruption has to include. The real wheel of corruption has to include Berlusconi. He's there. Ooh. Monza.
Oh, can you put his picture in the middle though?
No.
Damn.
Because it just end up as a dartboard, Kuva, and I don't want to break my computer.
That'll be perfect for Wheel of Corruption, though.
Parties.
Napoli, especially if Conte goes there. Fiorentina, Juve should be the smallest quadrant and then land on it. Lol. that would be. But of course, this is a corrupt wheel, and if we get a result we don't want, we're going to roll it again because we're corrupt. Oh, who would I like? I've got so many friends that support Juventus.
Out of the larger chunks there, though, I think Fiorentina or Napoli. I'll do like Napoli as well.
I would love Fiorentina. I do love that stadium. Juve should be the smallest quadrant. I always have a soft spot for Inter because of
Yeah.
Ronaldo. Because he was awesome.
Greasy character.
Yeah. Are you ready to go? Kuva?
Oh, who's that one that's upside down now? Hellas
Verona.
Oh, they're going to go straight down, aren't they?
Yeah, so if we get Hellas Verona, we're moving on. And if we get Lazio, we're moving on. We're not supporting them.
Yeah. How are we going to do it then? Put the vote to the chat.
Yeah. We're going to put the votes in the chat. If people
disagree, it's not something we like, we'll ignore it.
Yep. Because we're corrupt, Kuva.
We have veto. Don Vito
Corleone. We have to do it. Let's start it. Let's do it then. It's going to be Lazio, isn't it?
I would laugh so much if that. Ooh. See, I'm very happy with that.
Oh, it's Napoli.
Hasn't finished.
It's because you're behind, Will. It's how YouTube works. Napoli. Do the people in chat think we should support Napoli? Let's give them a cut. I'm far more optimistic about this than Spurs. Lol. I F with that. Rigged.
No matter what it landed on, he could have said that, and it could be
rigged.
It's the wheel of corruption. It's supposed to be.
I'd say let's do a best of 5, but there's so many options on that wheel.
We could make a note of it. Do a best of 5. If we get a team twice, it's got to be them. That's what I think. That'll be fair.
Yeah.
Bracket. So you do 5.
Well, I can do it so it shows my results. If I close, and then I can unhide that, and then we can do results. So Udinese was, of course, the
trial spin,
the test one. So we have got Napoli. So we've got Napoli. The first one we get 3 times, Kuva, as the team will support. Is that a solid option?
Could take a while, but yeah, I'm up for that.
Yeah, we got all day. I like Napoli. I'm good with Napoli. Maradona. Whether it's not really a vote for the chat, you're not going to ignore it. There's corruption. Every single club I support is blue, for F's sake. Oh, are you going to support them with us, Ian? Are you going to support them with us? Afternoon chat, afternoon audio.
Fully democratic on the wheel of corruption. The chat can vote for whoever they like, but we're going to choose what we want.
Yeah. I like that. So let's go for our second wheel. Go get a second spin. Ooh. Ooh.
That is one of my best Football Manager saves, that one.
Yeah.
I told you about that one earlier, but doing that thing where you get the mystery shirt. You send off for a mystery club shirt from anywhere in the European leagues. And I got an AC Milan shirt, so I just started following them.
I've got an AC Milan shirt as well.
Another blue team.
Yeah, well, you would have, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
But you probably got every Italian shirt there is.
Yeah. I've got two. I've got Juventus and I've got AC Milan. Those are the two shirts I was given by my dad. Brown envelopes from Tom 81. Brown envelopes. Boo, Napoli. Napoli's away kit is white, so it gets my vote. Okay. Don Cuviglione strikes again. I like that. No, they have red on their kits. We've sod it. Right. So
we have red on our kits as well. So
yeah, we do.
We do. Well, we always have traditionally.
Yeah. Let's have a look. We've got Napoli and AC Milan. The first team we get free of is the team we're supporting. Oh, now we're getting Inter. Maybe I shouldn't have skewed it so much.
The big guns are coming out early. No, it's fair. It's corrupt.
Yeah. Good luck watching Conte football again. I don't mind Conte football when it's done correctly, and we were never going to do it correctly.
I think Conte doing this style of football in Italy, fine.
Yeah. They're used to it.
Yeah.
Different country, red shouldn't matter. I sort of agree. Right. We're going to be here for a while, I think. Oh, it's going to be Bologna.
I don't mind them.
It's our first small team. Exactly, Ben. Exactly. Fixed. Yes, it's fixed. We told you this. It's the wheel of corruption. I demand the wheel be recapped. It's the wheel of corruption. It's
the only honest form of corruption you're going to get in football today.
Yep. Extended
stream. What are we going on till 5?
Oh, it's going to be. Oh, we got Juventus.
Oh, nearly. Come on.
So we've got almost all the big guns. Well, no, we have got all the big guns. We've got all the big guns. Scandalous.
No. I really don't like them.
We're going to support Juventus at this rate. My boss will be happy.
No. I'm not doing it.
Very. Oh.
Stop. No.
Oh.
It's going to be Inter, and we're going to be at war with Iggy.
Yes, Iggy, we're coming for you, sunshine. We're coming for you, No, lol. Here we go. It's going to be Inter, isn't it?
No, it's going to be Juve. You know it's going to. No, it's not.
Oh,
it's
no.
not. Udinese.
Udinese.
I'll be happy with them as well.
I'd be happy with Udinese. They gave us Destiny Udoggy.
I genuinely want any of the little clubs.
Yeah. Bologna in the Champions League. Is that right? Yes, they are. They finished 5th in the league, and that was the extra place they got. Do we have to support Italy in the Euros too? No, we don't.
That really was an unbelievable result for Bologna, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Why would you not support Italy at the Euros? Have you seen our football team and that's stupid?
We got the best football team ever.
Have you seen our stupid manager that wears Marks and Spencer suits?
Yes.
Best football team. We've got Harry Maguire at the back.
No.
Oh. The wheel of corruption has been very fair, I think, so far, Kuba.
Well, have you spun it?
Well, you say that, but some got in there because they got huge slices, so it's not fair,
yeah, it's the wheel of corruption. Oh. Gennaro.
Yeah, I like it.
Gennaro. such a wheel of
Do
corruption.
you know this is your best ever content?
It's right up there.
Should do this for everything.
Just the wheel. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, there you go. You're a Juventus supporter.
Unfortunately, Coos, we're Juventus supporters.
Nah, not having it. Vetoing that.
Re-roll it. I mean, you could choose a different team, Kiva.
Wait, let's be fair. Let's ask the chat. Should we be supporting Juventus here?
Should we support Juventus as the wheel of corruption? Absolutely scandalous. It's never going to land on part. I think it's
no,
so.
There's not been a single yes, so let's re-roll it.
VAR. All right, where is it?
Best of 5 in a hype.
Best of 5. Best of 5.
Was that all the way we should re-roll it, Colin, or all the way take?
No, we should do it. What's the point of being corrupt if you're going to honour the results of an election?
That's right. Ambiguous statements will be taken in my favour.
It's so poignant that we've done the wheel of corruption and the team that wins is Juventus.
Even better that we're going to reject it for somebody else by the looks of it.
Everyone says best of 5. We can continue. Best of 5. Best of 5.
Wheel of corruption keeps going until we get what we want.
Fine Print says best of 5. Best of 5. Okay, this is too corrupt. This is too corrupt. It's the way it is. So we're going to go for best of 5. This is the best content we've ever made.
Don't know. Right, okay.
Oh,
Stop.
Oh, no.
How many have we got? That's 2. No, is that 3 Inters?
2. It's 3 Inter Milans.
Oh, come on! This is
we're picking Juventus.
Best of 7.
Best of 7. Disgraceful. First team to 5, I say. First team to 5. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Well,
have you weighted this wheel so it's genuinely as corrupt as well? It's been fairly,
but it's not that corrupt because you space it, and I spaced it exactly the same for the big teams.
Yeah, but you could get it if it's a computer program. You could get it to stop wherever you want, couldn't you?
I can't do that. I can only make them the same size.
Have you got a piece of software called Wheel of Corruption? We can actually do that. You just pick the one you want, and it's going to come up best.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
Maybe you need to update the wheel. Can the audio be made public?
Yeah, I'm calling VAR. We need to adjust the sizes of those chunks.
What are the odds on Juventus being corrupt in this wheel as well? It's 100% corrupt.
Just do Juventus as a thin black line.
Okay. So let's remove that, and then let's do it. Make Juventus
only fair.
Yeah.
Because clearly now we've had our test spins.
Yeah.
What does chat think? Should we make them all the same size?
We can make them all the same size for one.
What does the chat think, though?
Who cares what the chat
thinks? Do we
thinks?
uncorrupt the wheel, or do we keep it corrupted?
I'm uncorrupting it.
Does everybody like Fiorentina? We could leave them big.
I'm making all the teams the same size, but Lazio, who are making smaller.
That's fair. Yeah.
And Monza, because I don't really want to support Monza.
Jason Bell with a great idea. Random number generator to resize them all. No, I'll take too long.
I don't know how to do that. All the same size. You should 50-50. Hiding the corrupt. We're not hiding it. I told you it was all corrupt from the beginning. Hence why I called it the wheel of corruption.
Bloody Juventus, though. You're right. How typical is that? Wheel of corruption, Juventus win it. Surprise, surprise.
Here we go. Here we go.
Daniel's saying this has made me hate Juve even more now.
I told you it was the wheel of corruption and Juventus won.
You spin it 5 times.
Yeah.
You then take the 5 teams that you get, and then you spin it another 5 times, and then eventually work it down. Just do it as a bracket. You might actually get there.
Can't be asked. Make Lazio hold a bullseye. This has made me. Who cares what the chat buddy thinks?
We can clear that test data now and just go for the real rolls now, can't we?
Clear the list. It's still going to make the Juventus is going to win, aren't they?
Oh, I'll laugh my head off if it's Juve again. Oh. Ooh.
Nah.
No, wait. Are we still doing the best of the top, best of first?
Let's do the best of 5. Let's do the best of 5.
This could take a long, long time, you know.
Yeah, who cares?
Depends how busy you are, mate.
So this isn't corrupt anymore.
What the hell's going on here?
Now we're getting all the small teams.
Imagine getting 5 of them.
If we get 5 of the small teams, we're supporting Juventus.
There we go.
AC Milan.
First big hitter in. Oh.
Cagliari.
Oh, it's a good spread so far. I'm happy with this.
Thought How 9000 was bad. He had nothing on the wheel of corruption. This is way more enthralling than has any right to be. Yeah, this is too fair.
Should do this on Saturdays instead of like having the results.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Roma.
Okay. Still a good spread. Yeah, this is fine.
So you remove the corruption and now Juventus don't win.
It's true.
Yeah.
Oh.
Leche. Give us a sec, Kauffie, if you could speak with the chat.
Oh, no problem. I'll pretend to spin the wheel then. Oh, yeah, that'll be really corrupt. I'll just say I'm doing it. Oh, look, it's Fiorentina again. Should we have another go? No, this is bonus. So we got Como. Como, so we're talking Fabregas's team.
Fabregas's team, yeah, that's Fabregas's team.
That could actually be fun, couldn't it?
Yeah, especially where their stadium is based. I think I'm just going to say sod the results. We're going back to the wheel of corruption. Ooh.
Yeah, well, we've got reasons for these teams now.
Yeah. Parma's going to come up.
Ooh, yeah.
With the way we've done it here, it's got to be best of 3 because it's.
We'll be going till 7.
Yeah. No.
Nah.
That results.
That was a missed spin. You can remove that one if you want.
Yeah. I can't. We're just forgetting that result. Use just Ventus. But I prefer the corruption, to be honest. Yes.
What do you think? We should corrupt it again?
No, I think we should go with the corrupt version. Just say Juventus. Oh, you didn't. Oh, Roma.
Okay.
Okay.
They're the favourites at the moment.
They are the favourites. Oh, AC Milan just.
That is a VAR roll if ever I saw one.
Yeah. Gennaro.
Is that a first or second? That was his first, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Inter. The big hitters are coming out now.
They are.
Stop.
No.
No.
Keep going. Oh no, Napoli's all right. No, Parma's good.
No, Parma.
So 2 for them. Yeah. They're also joint favourites.
As well as Bologna.
So Bologna.
This is too fair for my liking.
It is a bit, isn't it? It is a bit.
Yes.
That's more like it.
Yes.
Repeat spin. Come on.
Repeat spin. All you need is a corruption line. Oh, Parma's going to win.
It's Parma.
Should we go with Parma? I'm voting that Parma no, because they've just been promoted and they could get relegated.
No, they're just a bit shit, aren't they, mate? Go till we get someone we want.
My old five-a-side, Ganja Milan. Just spinning the wheel until you get bored. Yes. Absolutely. It's corrupt. It's corrupt. Yes. Yes.
There we go. That's more like it.
Yeah, that's more like it. The wheel really wants us to get Parma, Kiva. Parma are out then.
You know what? Props, that's it.
Nah.
It's not corrupt, though. You're right. Original one was very corrupt, and we did get Juve. It actually fits in, doesn't it?
Yep. Should we go with the fair wheel or the wheel of corruption? Those are your 2 choices.
We would literally be rejecting fairness in favour of
I've got an
corruption.
idea, Kuba. I've got an idea. We can do a heads or tails. We can go with Juve versus Parma. Best of 3 between Juve or Parma. Or I can just remove and one of those teams wins.
Ooh, let's do a head-to-head. What's people are happy with Parma? No, or they're not.
We're going to do Parma versus Juventus. Best of 3.
What does chat think? Best of 3 Parma versus Juve?
Yep.
Where is Parma?
South.
Where would you prefer to go on holiday?
Ryan Max saying, pick it's nice to support a trophy team.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what that's like anymore.
They'll end up supporting Juventus and then they'll go to shit.
Well, they already have. Oh. It works. Right.
Tottenham,
that would be a depressing season. Pick a team we think can win a trophy. So we're going to do Juventus versus Parma, best of 5.
Okay, it's fair, isn't it?
Yeah.
No.
The wheel of corruption versus the wheel of fairness. Oh,
rigged.
I agree. As a Spurs fan, you definitely need a trophy team. I agree. Who's NE of the capital? I don't know. Best of 5. Oh.
Okay. So that's Juventus again.
Not necessarily, Kuva.
Yep, that's another one for Juventus. Who'd have thought?
Yeah.
And another one for Juventus. So that's decided then.
We're going to go for Juventus, aren't we?
Juventus it is then.
And this is full corruption in full flow.
There. See, literally pointing at the word. So there we go.
It really wants Parma.
Juve's the correct decision there.
Yeah.
It's been proved scientifically.
Yeah. One, two, three.
You're literally doing first to 5 then.
Yeah, first to 5. And then we're going to ignore it. Oh,
it's 4-4 now, isn't it?
4-4. 4-4.
Penalty shootout.
Penalty shootout. You ready,
Right,
Coves?
this one to take the crown. Unless it's Parma.
Yeah.
It's Parma.
Oh, no, yeah.
Oh, my God, it's legit.
It's legit. We did it. The wheel of corruption is the least corrupt way of government.
So let's face it. We corrupted the first wheel and Juve won.
Yeah.
Second wheel, Juve won fairly on the head-to-head. Is that how it goes? Okay. Well, Parma only just got promoted, so that's fair. Yep, Juve it is then.
Yep, Juve it is then. What do you think Brian will think of the result?
He'll say it's corrupt. Typical. He just has no faith in anything, does he?
Yep.
We did this legit. There were witnesses.
Yeah.
We labelled it Wheel of Corruption, so people knew what to expect. There's no false pretense going on here.
Yep. And then we actually did it fair. So what we've done, Kuva, is we've done democratic while saying corruption.
Yeah, exactly. Because it went our way, we didn't need to do anything on the second one.
He will say, leave it out. Yeah.
It's true.
Well,
it's true.
Looks like we got to go to a T-shirt website and buy a black and white shirt. Yeah, corruption wins again.
This works for me because it's my local team, Dorchester, the Magpies. They're also black and white, so that's
Dorchester
cool.
kit, Kuva.
Yep.
6-wheel coach as well. Kaufman's European Tours, whatever it's called.
Yep, we can do that. Are we all Juventus? Well, no, you can choose not to support them. Cooves, Brian, and I are going to choose to support Juventus for the next season and possibly beyond if Tottenham are still shite. And you can choose who you want. And we're going to do a weekly Serie A show when the Serie A returns.
You know Juventus aren't going to win anything for the next 5 years now, don't you?
Yeah. And on that note, guys, we have done something that's corrupt, yet not corrupt.
I feel a good sense of wholesomeness has happened on this stream.
It's unbelievable, isn't it?
It is. That's the trick with corruption. Just keep going until it works, and then claim it's fair.
And on that note, it's actually time to end the show.
Why don't you end with the Italian national anthem?
Oh, we will. We absolutely will. But, Coobs, where can people find you, sir?
Well, I think Bobby and I will actually be doing a stream tonight. So we'll be on 3 Spurs boys. Coov and the Kang actually talks football, but I don't really want to talk about Spurs. So
talk about Juventus.
Again, Juventus, the new team, the new Spurs.
Up the black and white. Up the black and white. I'm just going to steal one uniform from the Foot Locker and pass out as a Juventus shirt. Come on, Juventus. Absolutely sweet, man. Love it. Cheers all. Thank you all so much for watching today's show. We will be back tomorrow for, I don't know, whatever we're doing on the Coffee Company.
Juventus talk.
Juventus talk. See me, Ed. I'm going to
start the song. Constantly, yeah.
It's the only song I can sing.
Fans, yeah. I've been supporting Juve all my life. I've supported this club for 45 years.
See me a daddy noi, abbiamo cuore strisce.
I am going to buy some cornettos in and everything.
Portaci dove vuoi, nesta cure conquiste. I actually know the song, but Thank you all so much for today's show. Have a great rest of your day. Come on, Juventus. And as always, if you smell what the Kauff is brewing. Thank you all so much for watching today's show. Have a great rest of your day. And as always, ciao for now.
A little different than all the rest. I'm quite old-fashioned, wear a hat, sometimes play chess. And when I'm out, I'm looking for that vintage fling. But all complexions that I adore, so hard to find, these seem impossible to score. So I dream of just someday